Oh, so you think your life is hard. And I ain't talking about to the brothers and sisters that have been incarcerated. I'm talking about to the people that have been out here in the street world for years and years on end. And y'all think your life is hard. How about for the men and the women coming out of incarceration trying to do better? You know, trying to make progress in life. Some of us don't even know how to deal with the social media properly to even monetize the situation. How about for those that are coming out of the system and trying to change their life, but ain't got no support in the outside? You know, and of course, to each his own. How about for those that are coming out of the system and trying to change their life, but ain't got no support in the outside? You know, and of course, to each his own. Your problems are your problems. But if there was a little bit of more empathy, sympathy, you know, and selflessness around, I feel like things would be a whole lot better than they are today. Listen, I've been out of prison for almost 2 years now, you know, and I've dealt, you know, with the free world stress. Yeah, I have a little support system here and there, but even my support system could barely support themselves. So it's my job to go and find these resources so I can help them support themselves and support me, right? But that's my choice. You know, I make the choice to bear that responsibility. Everyone has their own dream. Everyone has their own journey. But if you've been out here, I did almost 14 years. We just gonna say I did 14 years incarcerated for a crime I did not commit. I had to take a plea sentence just to get out of the situation I was in. And I need y'all to understand that there's possibilities out here, right? So if you feeling stuck and you ain't really got too much holding you back, I get it. You might have kids, you might have overdue bills and all that good stuff. That's just surface level in the reality. That's just surface level. You have to project. Because let me tell you what it is for a man coming out of prison for something he didn't do. For me, to get a job, a decent job, a respectable job, right? It's almost non-existent. You know, and not to belittle anybody's position or what jobs they choose to do. But I personally can't work in a place where my 16, 13-year-old niece and nephew get paid more than me. It ain't a pride thing. It's the fact that I'm supposed to be taking care of them. That's the thing, right? So if you don't have a record, you can go ahead and get a job if that's what you want to do. I mean, I have a job right now. You know, I'm blessed and manifest enough in my life to get blessed that type of way. Do I want a job? Of course not. I want to be my own person. I want to create jobs. I want to create wealth. I want to show the people how to get liberated, you know, how to be their own person. Just like I see all these other individuals, teens, kids, adults doing on social media and stuff like that. Now, of course, you can't believe everything you see, right? Because everything you see on social media ain't legit. But at the same time, in this life, because as far as we know, we all only get one. I get it, religious stuff, you know, reincarnation or whatever it is that everyone believes in. And there's no disrespect to none of that. But as far as all human beings today know, after we pass, this is all we got. Ain't no telling what's after that. So let's worry about right now, right? Plan for your death. I ain't saying, because that's guaranteed thing to happen. But that aside, we need to find the courage within to go after the things that we want our life to look like. I tell my friends and family that I am one of the closest things that you'll get to a human God. Not saying that I'm a God, but I am godly because I dictate what I see, right? And I'm human at the same time because I fall victim to the faults in my head sometimes. The blocks that I put up upon myself. Some barriers that I have yet to climb over, that I've tried but I stumbled down on. This is just a part of being human. Would I or should I let it fall into a depression? I don't think I can. And I know depression is real to some, but to me, I can't even allow that into my mental capacity. Because to be depressed is to be out of control, not in self-control. I take pride and I take strides to make sure I can control my inner thoughts and fight my inner demons, my battles that no one sees when I'm smiling on my face. I try my hardest to move with grace. I have forgiven the past, have yet not forgotten. No, I was about to go ahead and do something that it's not prepared for right now. But I need y'all to understand this. Life is not the pursuit of happiness. Happiness is within the pursuit of life. However you want to live it, whatever your vision is, this is where you find your pure happiness at. Have I perfected it myself? No. So am I credible to preach this to you? I don't know. If you feel like you received the message, drop it on the comments. Subscribe and like and share, all that stuff, you know? But every time I speak, I try to speak with pure intentions. Granted, some people don't see it that way, and I can't say nothing for them. But I apologize that you got the clouds over your eyes, the smoke that covers the reality that come out of my mouth, the truth that I try to speak every single time. It might hurt some, it might uplift others. If I hurt you, just know that it's not an intentional thing. Sometimes you just have to self-reflect and figure out, why is it hurting you? Is it a lack of ability? A lack of accountability? It's all about self-reflection. Reflect, deep in thought and solitude sometimes. It's worth it. It works. It's a journey within that, though. You got to remember, it's a journey within that solitude. Like for me, when I get fogged up and I go into solitude, it starts off with just frivolous scrolling on the Instagram, on TikTok, Facebook, whatever, YouTube. Just frivolous. Sometimes it'd be for hours. Then I'll notice, like, whoa, wait a minute. 3 hours have passed. I'll drop the phone and cut the TV on. Walk around the room. Is that me cleansing? Is that what that is? Because that's what it can be looked like or perceived. No, I'm not a college graduate. You can see how I speak my words. There might be some trolls that might say some things, but it does not matter. Because someone is receiving this message and I don't know who it is. But if it helps you in the long run, I'm happy I did my job. Just take your time. It's what I've always been told. But the problem is that time is just an illusion, right? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. 10 minutes from now is not guaranteed for nobody. So I move with a sense of urgency because I'm here for a purpose. Whether it's to be a messenger or to liberate my nieces and nephews. There's a reason my 4 life sentences got overturned and I came out of that situation. That reason is not just to be at a job 12 hours a day. I don't find peace in that. However, I'm always going to be grateful for the opportunities that I am blessed with. Just stay tuned within yourself. Make progress. Take strides towards a better life. One thing that I'm going to preach that I don't practice as much as I should, now that I'm free, as I did when I was incarcerated, is write your goals down. Project the future you in your head. What you'll be talking about. How you'll be dressing. Vision in there. vision in there. The vision in there comes out here. Take your steps forward. You're going to get there. I guarantee it. I'm not there yet, so how can I guarantee this is what you're saying, right? But think about it. A year and 9 months ago, I was incarcerated with 4 life sentences. Nowhere to go in the state of Pennsylvania. So you can Google that. Look that up if you like. My fate was sealed. And they asked, damn, Av, how'd you make it out? How'd you make it out? To this day, I say I can't really explain it too well for you. But just know that what I did in there was start just living in a free world in my mind. My physical body was incarcerated. I couldn't walk around or get on the phone or do these certain things as a free man. I would be told when to go into my room. But even then I learned, don't wait to be told to go in your room. Make the conscious choice to go in there whenever you're ready to go in there on your own. Before the set time, you have to change the way you think to get the things you want. Some people will use this message for good and others for bad. Regardless of the matter, it's your life. Live it to the fullest. Get there. You will succeed in your own way. Remember that. Remember that. Forever, your boy from prison to millions. Remember, it's not just a physical incarceration. It could be mental, spiritual, physical, anything. We've all been tied up in a certain way that felt like an incarceration. So as much as I usually direct my movement to the injustices of the justice system, I need y'all to remember that I'm speaking to everyone as a whole. We all been through different things. Before I was physically free, I was mentally incarcerated as well in the beginning stages of my incarceration. It wasn't until I liberated myself, sat down and reflected upon my choices of life. Remember, it starts with you. It starts within you. Fix that within. Take that time. Nurture yourself. Uplift yourself. You're going to get where you want. Just can't give up every time you get hit with a curveball, because they'll come. Murphy's Law, they will come. When you are trying to better yourself and better your situation, curveballs will come regardless. But you know this. And if you didn't, you know now. Which means that you are well prepared to maneuver around these things. Listen. You can do it. We can do it. You're not alone. Hit me up on the comments. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a message. We can talk. We can build a dream. We can build a team. We can build a movement of productivity, of growth, of individualized success. Listen, I got you. We here. Remember that.